Can you talk about, Chris, the return that people will get from doing these projects?
It's funny. Most of the time in a sales cycle, maybe it's because I try to talk first, but I get to that thought before they ever voice it. I always tell our customers when we're in a sales cycle, just to level set the expectation going into MDM implementation that it's going to take an investment. There's going to be a software cost that they're going to have to take on. There's going to be an implementation cost, possibly with a solution integrator or even in-house. And then even their own team members are going to have to get trained on the process. So there's a significant investment of effort and time that it's going to take them. Even if we condense that down into a 3-month go live, it's going to shape their organization. And so I always try to point that out to say, we need to respect what you're investing in this. Now, that's not to say that this is an insane amount and it's too big, but it's to say, okay, if we respect what we're putting into it, let's be very clear on what we're going to get out of it. And so we pivot that conversation immediately to say, why are you here talking to me? And I remember, it was like 15 years ago, I ran into a project manager and he said, Chris, we've been doing MDM. At this point it was PEM, I don't even think we used the word MDM. And he said, I've been doing this for 10 years and it's only ever the same five problems we solved. He says, it's time to market, it's data quality, it's scaling our data, the way what we do to a multiplicative factor without scaling your resources. It's reducing the manual effort in what we do today by, so we'll do the same amount of work with less work, or we do need to do some consolidation because our ecosystem, the data is so spread out that we need to bring it together to run other IT initiatives. And so I tell my team, if those are the 5 things, now there's a lot of nuance based on who we're going into, but the organization we're going into, we have to get the value. So we have to understand which one of those things. So what is the thing you're coming to this problem for? And if we understand the investment, then we better understand a value statement that's going to be at least as big